I done changed my life a lot, y'all. And when I say 2021 most definitely had its ups and downs. But from the downs, baby, I learned a little something, okay? So I'm just here to put y'all on game today on the things that I learned in 2021. What's up, guys? It's your girl Latrine coming back at you with another video. First off, let's just say, y'all, this wig is temporary. It's just a temporary look because I took my faux locks down the other day and I really didn't have enough time to do my hair for real. So the braids, like the individual braids from the faux locks, they still under here. Like, I just threw this on. This is the old wig that I had. I just decided to cut it into a bob. And I was like, let me just try some bangs. I actually transitioned this wig like a while back. I can't remember when I did it, but it was about a good month or two ago when I cut this wig. And it don't look bad. It don't look bad. It's just a different look. Like, you know. But it's kind of cute though. Some different, some slight. But in today's video, like I told y'all, I kind of want to transition this channel into something positive, you know? Like, I don't want to talk about no BS. Like, I done changed my life a lot, y'all. And when I say 2021 most definitely had its ups and downs. But from the downs, baby, I learned a little something, okay? So I'm just here to put y'all on game today on the things that I learned in 2021 that has helped me become the person that I am today, okay? I want to get into this top. It's from my friend Naya, her clothing collection. She has a boutique out, and I will leave the link to her Facebook and her Instagram in the description box so y'all can be able to shop with her. Let's just get into today's video. One of the first things I quickly learned this year is that in order for change, it starts with you. You have to want to be willing to change. In all honesty, we should be changing all the time. Like, life is all about growth. So it's like, if you're the same person you was last year and the year before that, freaking even last month, what are you doing? You gotta just look at, first of all, where am I now? Where do I see myself in 5 years? Next year, can I even see a future for myself? Like, do you think about like, do you just live every day, day to day?
I'ma just see what the day brings.
Or do you live with a purpose every day? All right, like, I want this, and that in the next year or 5. So it's like, I gotta start doing this. I have to do that. I need to, I gotta stop doing this. Another thing when it comes to change, you gotta want it for yourself. You can't see nobody else change. You can't see nobody else growth and be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get up under their wing and they just gonna take me where I need to be. No, it don't work like that. Say if, you got a friend that has started their business or whatever. Say if y'all into the same thing. Like, say if y'all are customizing shoes. Say y'all customize shoes. Y'all used to do it, together as a habit, for fun or whatever. But your friend decided to start taking it serious. And you like, good for him or whatever, good for her, whatever. And a couple months on down, you like, dang, like, I see, first of all, they increasing their skill set. Second of all, I see this man starting to get a little money in his pocket. Let me talk to him and see, can he bring me where he at? He can't bring you where he at. He can help guide you to get where he is. It's a difference. Like, nobody can just grab me like, no, because that person went through their own trials and tribulations to get where they are, had they crying nights, had they doubtful nights, all that. You can't take that away from somebody. You have to go through that yourself, because everybody's journey is different at the end of the day. Like, just because I do hair and somebody else want to do hair. First of all, baby, I never even seen myself being a hairstylist for one. You see yourself being a hairstylist. I never seen myself being a hairstylist. Like, it just came to me, okay? This is just something that just came to me. So, of course, our journeys are going to be different. Plus, everybody's starting out financial situation is different. Aside from even the money, let's just say you want to work on becoming a nicer person. It doesn't just happen overnight. All right, first of all, you gotta realize what habits you are doing that's affecting other people and how it's affecting other people. That's another thing. You have to recognize what you are and what you are not doing. So, say you want to work on being nicer, you have to first realize maybe some people don't want to be around you because of how you talk to people, or maybe it's how you treat people. Like, you probably know how to talk to them, but you express yourself physically to people and they probably don't like that, you know? So you have to recognize that. Another way to recognize what it is that you are or not doing is learning something from every situation. So, like, say if you get in an argument with your friend, somebody that you never really get in an argument, or that you get in an argument with all the time, you have to realize, why is me and this person arguing all the time? Is it them or is it me? You know? And if it is me, how is it me? Where did I start it? Where did I mess up? If you're always in denial, blind to whatever it is that seems to be the problem, then you're never going to change. I'm not going to say never, but you're not going to change right now. Another thing when it comes to change is you have to look at your environment. I mean, two things by that. First thing, your space. Is your space a clutter? Is it organized? Is it neat? Is it clean? Usually, when you have a cluttered space, that equates to a cluttered mind. You can't really think straight. Everything's all over the place. At least I know for me, personally, like when my space is a mess, like if I'm busy all the time, I'm not really at the house like that. I got a sink full of dishes. I got baskets full of laundry. I have things all over the living room. And I just feel like I just cannot find the time to sit down and attend to it, because I'm a clean person. So if you not really a clean person, an organized person like that, I don't really know how that equates to you. Maybe if you're not a clean person, you know, this is probably why you are always in a rampage. If you feel like you are finding yourself always in a rampage, look into that. So it's like, not only am I thinking about worrying about cleaning my space, but I'm thinking about all this other stuff. Like, that's just small, minor stuff on top of everything else that I feel like I need to organize. That's why I have a calendar and I write things down, so I don't be surprised, so I don't miss dates, you know, things like that. Because if my space is messy, at least I can look at my calendar, you know, and have some type of organization. Second thing I mean by look at your environment is look at the people that you hang around. Everybody wants to be rich. Everybody wants to have money. Everybody wants to have an abundance of finances, whatever you prefer to say. Who do you want to get rich with? You want to get rich with your friends? Are your friends doing things that is going to lead to y'all becoming financially free? What are the people in your circle doing? Are y'all adopting habits of people who are financially free, people who are wealthy in life, people who are doing well in life, people who are taking care of their body? Because honestly, this kind of wasn't the point, but in order to be rich financially, you have to be rich in every other aspect of your life. In my opinion, that's physically, spiritually, socially, because you can have toxic social environments, just all those aspects. It's not easy. Nobody said it was easy. It is not easy to balance it all, but you have to remember to put those things first, have those things in mind when you are thinking about, you know, trying to become financially free, or whatever change it is. Say if you were used to cheering, you don't want to cheer no more. You want to start selling clothes. So you're not going to talk to your cheer friends about selling clothes, because what do they know about selling clothes if cheer is all they do? I'm talking about cheer. You know, who am I talking to? Teenagers? I may be talking to some teenagers though, but we all was in high school, so y'all get the point. Y'all get what I'm saying. A lot of times your high school friends are not going to be your lifelong friends. Yeah, you know, it's cool to catch up with them, kick it with them every now and then, here and there, whatever. But if you and your high school friends not on the same level as far as when it comes to what you want to do in life afterwards, then it's okay to cut them off. I'm not gonna even say cut them off. You don't even have to cut them off. It's okay to chill out on them. Be cool on them. It's okay. And if they don't understand that, maybe y'all not friends to begin with. Y'all probably just associates, talking buddies. Y'all probably just there for each other for entertainment, whatever the case may be. But you have to recognize that. If you don't recognize that and you trying to bring a friend who has no real same interests as you into what it is that you're trying to do, then you're never going to grow, because they are not going to see your vision how you see your vision. And if you continue to hang around them, they're going to continue to distract you and pull you further away from what it is that you're trying to do. Speaking of which, you need to start prioritizing what it is that you need to do to accomplish whatever goal that it is that you have. Whatever goal. No goal is too small and no goal is too big, unless it's unrealistic. I know it is hard to change your environment, but that's why you have to start prioritizing what it is that you want to do and hang around people that do what you want to do. If your friend is not trying to do what you want to do, then you have to tell them, I got to do this. If you ain't trying to do it with me, I'll holler at you later, okay? And you might have to build up some courage to say that, but it needs to be said at the end of the day. Tell them, hey, look, I need to go through this catalog to see what kind of clothes it is I'm trying to sell. You don't feel like doing that with me? All right, well, I'm gonna hit you back up when I'm done doing that, because that's what I'm trying to do. And if you're not trying to do it with me, then we could just be buddies. Like, we could just be cool, but sorry, you're not my friend. Because I'm not gonna lie, even if your friend doesn't even have interest in it is what you're trying to do, they're gonna at least support you, you know? Your friend wear clothes. You can get their opinion about clothes that it is that you're trying to sell. If they don't even want to do that for you, then they're definitely not your friend. Change that environment. Escape. Run. Because all in all, if you hang with 3 bums, you are going to be the 4th. If you hang with 3 unhealthy eating people, you are going to be the 4th. That's just how it is. That's law of attraction, whether you want to believe it or not. Also, like I said, when it comes to changing your environment, introduce them to what it is that you want to do and see how they react. See their reaction. Like me with hair, for instance. I had a friend, she really has no interest in hair for real. But when she see new techniques and just new hairstyle ideas, she's always sending me stuff. She's like, hey, I believe you can do this. Or, you know, check out this technique. This might be easier for you. You know, she's doing that type of stuff. That's what you call a friend. And if they react negatively towards it, then you already know what time it is. But all in all, you first have to be the change that you want to see in others. Like me, for example, I know, like, I wanted to change my eating habits. I no longer wanted to eat how I used to be eating, especially once I found out what that food was doing to my body. I wasn't living on my own, so I just knew that was gonna be hard. I was staying with my grandparents. Y'all know old people be stuck in their ways. I first started off just declining meals, like the 9 meals. Like, nah, you know, I don't want to eat that. I don't eat that today. I did a lot of the grocery shopping in the house because my grandma, she just got used to being at home. I would sometimes just, you know, suggest certain things we should try different, or I would try it for myself first, and they looked at me funny. They used to look at me like, girl, wait, we don't eat that. That's how white people eat. I was like, you know, this is just something I want to try. Like, you know, don't judge me for eating how I want to eat, because I'm not judging y'all for eating how y'all want to eat. It's 2021. Who still eat dairy? Who still drinking whole milk? Like, I'm not saying that, you know? Especially because I definitely didn't even transition all the way. I'm still not transitioned all the way, but I have made a huge growth on my eating habits. But now, guess who's incorporating spinach and more vegetables and less red meat into their diet? My grandparents. Last but not least, when it comes to change, you have to take accountability for what it is that you are or not doing when it comes towards the change that you want to see in yourself. Say you want to stop getting on social media as much, because that is one of the biggest distractions it is. If you hanging with a friend and y'all kicking cool and vibing, but all y'all doing is being on your phone, you have to take self accountability and be like, bro, let's do something else. Like, yeah, we vibing cool and kicking it all, but we just sitting here just scrolling down TikTok like, ha, look at this, ha. We just sitting here watching snaps, sending other people's snaps to each other like,
she knows she wrong for doing it. Like,
sitting up talking about somebody should not be a common, there should not be a common denominator in a conversation. If it is, that's a useless conversation. It's definitely a waste of time, and we're not doing that in 2022, okay? We're not just sitting up talking about people, letting it be the common denominator of our conversation. We're not sitting up gazing into our phone for 4 or 5 hours straight because they can get there. Before I made this video, I was just flipping between social medias for about 2.5 hours. And yes, I got on myself. You need to mind the business that pays you and what it is that you're trying to do. It can pay you monetarily, love, peace, joy, however it pays you, however it benefits you. You need to mind that business, the business that benefits you. Like, you sitting here talking about celebrity gossip, what is that doing for you? You sitting here talking about your classmate that has started their business off, they doing good in life. You feel like, because we never know what people are doing outside of what they tell us, okay? That's another thing you need to understand as well. Like, mind the business that pays you. You see other people doing what they doing in life, don't be in tune with their life, trying to figure out their every move. That's weird. Sitting up talking about celebrity gossip does not pay you. Unless you're on a blogging channel, which that's draining anyway. I used to be like, people that run like Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, where do you find the time to worry about your own life? Like, I know they monetizing off of it. Oh, they better be. And if you not, cut it out. Eliminate it. I'm not gonna say stop it, because it's entertainment at the end of the day. But don't let that be your soul. Like, people that run these fan pages, I hope these celebrities are giving y'all a nice little check to run them. Like I said, pay attention to the things that pays you in love, pays you in peace. So like me meditating, for example, I do not meditate enough. I'm gonna just say it like that. That's the type of business I'm trying to mind. Like, I'm trying to take 5 minutes out of every single day. And 5 minutes is not that long. Like, that's the least you can do, to meditate. Because you know why? When I meditate, I feel more at peace. Even when my space is a mess, a clutter, or whatever, if I just sit there and meditate, my mind calms down. I feel like, all right, bet I can knock all this out. Like, this is how it is for me when it comes to meditating, when it comes to prayer, when it comes to journaling. I love to journal about my feelings, about my day, things that I'm grateful for, things that I'm happy about today. That's the type of business I'm trying to mind, because it pays me in return. This is the big one. One thing I learned how to do in 2021 is to make time for myself. Now, if y'all didn't know, back in 2020, around November 2020, I was at my sickest I've ever been. I had tonsillitis for close to 3 weeks. I was malnourished. Like, I had so much going on at the time. I just didn't want to talk to nobody. Like, when I say, that's when I started just kind of like getting to myself. Just started, I really can't even tell y'all what I was doing around that time. I'm not gonna lie. But your girl was progressing. Your girl was getting to herself. God was really trying to tell me to sit down. This really what he was doing. Because you know why? I was trying to be there for everybody. All the time, I was trying to please everybody. I was trying to balance school. I was trying to balance friends. I was trying to balance my weight. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's another thing he did. Because I was kind of getting depressed about my weight. I just feel like no matter what I was doing, I was not losing weight. And I was malnourished because I couldn't eat. Like, I just started dropping pounds. But needless to say, that's not the topic. Also, in that time, it's it kind of set down everybody around me as well, because I realized people wasn't really hitting me up. Like, people couldn't hit me up to do nothing. I was sick. You think I'm gonna go out? You think I got time to run you to the store? You think I got time to do this and this and that for you? No, baby, I'm sick. And when I say that was kind of like the most peaceful time that I had, I was just up in my room, drinking my water once my throat, started feeling better. Girl, drinking my water, like, I think I started journaling around that time. I'm not sure, but I also was talking to some people that were on a higher level than me, in my opinion, conscious-wise. So, that's really kind of all I was doing. Like, I think I was working around that time. No, when I got better, like once I, get back healthy or whatever, I decided to drop out of school and I stayed home, and then I picked up a job, and so I think I was just going to work, coming back home. This was when Clubhouse was popping. I used to get on Clubhouse, listen to people speak game. Like, I just felt like it was time. I just felt it. Like, I just felt like it was time for a change. So I took that time to absorb, knowledge or whatever. That's what I like to do in my free time. Like, whatever you like to do, that's what you like to do. Also, I think I was practicing on hair too. I had a mannequin. I was like, and that's the thing, like, I was trying to get better at braiding, even though I don't really do braids now. I'm good at them, but I don't really like to do them. But I was trying to get better at braiding, and my time was just getting taken up by work and social media, and I just was like, I had free time, but I was giving social media majority of that free time. So I started just picking up extra little habits that I wasn't doing at first. I was like, I'm gonna at least I said I was gonna try to start treating my mannequin head like a client, but it's kind of hard to do that when you're not getting paid. But because I was working a minimum wage job, and I ain't working a minimum wage job since high school. So yeah. And also, I was part of a multi-level marketing company, and they was putting a lot of stress on us. And it's like, what's so funny? It was so funny that I was so broke, but I always had money for that monthly bill that came around. Like, I don't get that. And that's another thing. I started recognizing stuff like that. I'm like, girl, like, you ain't got money to buy yourself no clothes, but you got money to pay this bill every month. What are you doing? Prioritize yourself, okay? So this is what I mean by make time for yourself. Like, don't feel like you obligated to be there for somebody, because in all honesty, bro, your mama birthed you, your daddy made you, but at the end of the day, you came in this world alone. You came through your mom, not came in here with your mom. You came through your mom. So you came in this world alone, you're gonna leave her alone. It's just a cycle of life. But hopefully your parent dies before you do. You still gonna have to do things for yourself. Like, you can't surround your life, like, you can't have your life surrounded by one person until it's your partner, your lifelong partner. Make time for yourself, prioritize yourself. Even if you are with somebody all the time, every day, you need your space. Make time to meditate, make time to do self-care. Another thing that I learned in 2021 is that you cannot expect different results doing the same thing you was doing. And I'm gonna just give plenty of different examples throughout the video, just to let y'all know this ties in with everything. Say if you have a drug addiction, a lot of people don't like to acknowledge the fact that they have an addiction, something as small as weed. You first have to acknowledge it. Like, most people think they could just cut stuff out cold turkey. Most people think they could just stop doing something overnight. You first have to change your mindset. Acknowledging it is the first step, but you have to change your mindset. You have to figure out, why am I even smoking every hour on the hour? Why do I feel like I can't perform certain tasks unless I smoke first? What is this substance doing to me to make me feel like I need it in order to do this? Me personally, I can't spend no money on weed if I ain't get it. Like, I'm not spending my last on weed. So yeah, you have to change that mindset. You have to change the mindset of, oh, I need weed, I gotta smoke. You have to find an alternative to replacing your old habits, you know, or replacing that old mindset that you had. It's just like if you want to change your financial situation, what were you doing with your money? Like, why are you in this predicament with your finances that you're in? You have to acknowledge it first and then figure out why and change their mindset. You may not be able to change it on your own, but surrounding yourself with like-minded people would definitely help. And also doing research. That was another thing during that time when I was sick. YouTube was my best friend. I was just getting my mind right, filling my mind up with gems from, like I said, Clubhouse and YouTube. This one lady I used to watch all the time. Well, a couple people I used to watch, and I will drop their link to their channel in the description box because they have helped me a lot when I was kind of at my lowest. The subconscious mind is very, very powerful. That's another thing as far as my mindset. If you look at me now, you'll probably think I was always this confident. I was not always this confident. I really just started getting this confident probably like the beginning of last year, but not even really. Like really the last couple months of this year. Like I grow every day. I learn something new every day and I try to apply it for, you know, from here on out. When I was trying to build my confidence, I was listening to songs that were like more confident. I have a Bad Bitch playlist if y'all want to hear that as well. I'm going to leave that link as well. But I got a Bad Bitch playlist I created because I was like, you know, I don't like feeling like this. Like everybody used to always tell me how pretty I was, and they'd be like, you don't even know it. Like people could tell. Like they'd be like, you so bad, you don't even know it. Like you just don't understand. And I'm like, I mean, you know, I guess if y'all say so, shit. But I mean, you know, I don't see what y'all saying. Like I mean, when I see myself, I see a regular bitch. Like, you know, but other people were seeing it. I was just like, girl, like you have to change this mindset. Like I did not know how to take a compliment. People thought I was being stuck up when they would compliment me, and I'd be like, thanks, or like, thank you. Like I just didn't know how to take a compliment, you know. But now it's like, thank you, you know. Like it's different. I had to change that mindset. So now can't nobody tell me nothing. Even with this Velma looking wig on my head, you dig? Even with the Velma wig, I'm a baddie. Velma ain't rock this wig like I did, honey, okay? Speaking of absorbing yourself with knowledge, you want to be able to add value to people and hang around people that add value to you. Like I said, life is all about growing every single day, just growing, period. So in your free time, absorb knowledge. When somebody is spitting gems, somebody's spitting game, putting you on game about something, don't just let it go in one ear and out the other. You want to be able to absorb that information and be able to pass it on to the people that you love, the people that you want to see prosper. First of all, it may take a minute for people to catch on to even wanting to pick up that habit because everybody don't really care about that. But like I said, you have to be the change that you want to see. So if people that you love see that you constantly putting them on game about something, they're like, because like that same friend I was telling y'all about that be sending me her videos, she just be so excited when she able to put me on game about something because she like, girl, you know everything. Like, you just always know stuff. And then, like, when she tell me something, she like, yay, you know, I'm glad I was able to help you because, bitch, you a walking encyclopedia. Which I don't feel like I am. I know a lot, but, you know, I don't know everything. Like, you can learn from anybody. And that's another thing. Don't feel like just because somebody is younger than you or not in the same situation as you means that you can't learn from them. Like I said, you're rich in the mind before you're rich in your bank account. If you're rich in your bank account before you're rich in the mind, trust me, it's not gonna last. Another thing, yes, 2020 was a long year for me. I'm not just making this up. I know for a fact I learned these things specifically in 2020 because I made notes along the way, saving them specifically for this moment right here. So 2020, it had its ups and downs, but when it was down, baby, I turned it around, okay? And I learned from it. I learned how to grow, how to move, and I learned how to maneuver, you know? Whatever you put into the universe is gonna give it back to you. And what I mean by that, if you always negative, if you never see the bright side of any situation, guess what? Things are always gonna go wrong for you. People are always gonna come at you, or you're gonna feel like people are always coming at you because you're always looking at the negativity of things. You may see some positive, you know, everybody gets some type of good in them, but everybody got some bad in them too. I still get bad ways, you know? Trying to work on them, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody perfect in this world. But there is an overall good or an overall bad. So it's like, which side are you gonna take? Well, 9 times out of 10, the negative people, they always blaming other people as to why they are the way they are. And I used to do the same thing. I used to be like, niggas made me this crazy, niggas made me not wanna care, niggas made me, you know, this way, that way, da da da. To a certain extent, but at the end of the day, nobody should have that much control over you to the point where you change how you used to be negatively. When we start off as kids, we're pure. The world is what fills us up with BS. People, interactions that we have is what fills us up with BS. But it's your responsibility to either take that and be like, yeah, you know what? I'm about to start being this mean, hardcore, cold heart person. Like, I don't get no. You can either be that way, or you can just be like, you know, I'm gonna just stay away from you. No, you got your own little things that you got going that you want to put out into other people, but I'm blocking that energy. I want to say this bright ball of sunshine. Karma is very much real, whether you want to believe it or not, but karma is very much real. And if you don't think it is, if you think you're invincible from karma, you got another thing coming. There's a such thing as good karma and bad karma. Everywhere I go, every job I ever had, they're gonna be like, yeah, the job cool until you start dealing with them customers. Negative customers come my way, you know, I block that energy. At the end of the day, by the time they leave back out their door, they don't have the same attitude they had when they came in. Because, you know what? When you being negative to me and I don't react to it, you gonna feel stupid. You gonna feel dumb. You gonna feel like, I'm doing all this for what? Energy is transferable. If you allow somebody to transfer their negative energy towards you, make you get out of your character, you're not strong-minded enough. I'm gonna just say it like that. And last but not least, you need to have some type of faith in some type of higher power. Now, I'm not here to tell you what to believe in, who to believe in, who to praise, none of that. That's up to you and your decision, because it's in everything. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's in everything. God is in everything. And of course, that hate nigga, of course he want to try to intervene and be in everything. But who you gonna let win at the end of the day? If you don't have faith in anything, of course you see no purpose in nothing. You really see no purpose in what it is that you do. I'm here to tell you, there's a purpose in everything. There's a purpose in me making this YouTube video right now. I probably ain't even got 100 views on a single video, but I'ma still make these videos though, because I know it's gonna help somebody out. I'ma still make these videos because it make me feel good inside to know that whoever is watching this and whoever it resonates with, I probably not even know them. My purpose in this video is to educate those who didn't know this information prior to watching this video, and to also attract the people that want to see this type of content. That is my purpose in this video. I can only do what was put on my mind to do and let the rest just be that. You have to have some type of faith in some type of higher power, because if not, you're just not gonna see the purpose in anything. Like, you're just gonna fall for anything. Like, if you don't stand for nothing, then you fall for anything. When you praise a higher power, you stand on certain morals, and if you don't have those morals, then you're gonna fall for anything. You're gonna probably let that hate nigga take over, and that hate nigga, trust me, he ain't got your best interest. That about wraps this video up. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends if you want to see more content. Okay, until next time, bye.